I'm Matt Crane. I'm a leader in the PCI practice. We've been fielding a lot of questions lately about new report dates in PCI DSS version 4. As we get towards the sunset of PCI DSS version 3.2.1, that's coming at the end of March of 2024, there's a couple nuances that people need to be prepared for as they transition from 3.2.1 to version 4 of the standard. One of those nuances is the report dating formats. And the Council has added two very specific report dates to both the report on compliance as well as the attestation of compliance. The first being an assessment end date, and the second being a report on compliance completion date. And these dates, although both important, mean two completely different things. The assessment end date is the date in which the assessment ended, fairly self-explanatory. That's when interviews have been completed, all evidence has been collected, all fieldwork is done. And then the report on compliance date is the date on which the assessed entity, yourselves, and your QSA, Schellman, comes to an agreement on the final report. The reason why they wanted to make this distinction, they being the Council, is to make sure everybody was being consistent on how they date reporting under the new standard. So some QSA firms, including Schellman, we based our date of our report in older versions of the standard off when we got the final evidence, so the assessment end date. The Council has made it very clear that they want the formal date of the report on compliance based off of when we come to an agreement there. And the reason we bring this up, and the reason why it's important, is if you're tracking your compliance annually and you have a March 1st deadline, in prior years, that's when you need to get us all the evidence, and then your report was essentially dated that as long as there weren't any QA findings. Well, now it can take us a few weeks to get you the draft report. It may take you a few weeks to review it, and then a couple weeks to go back and forth, get a signature on it. And all of a sudden, instead of having a March 1st report on compliance date, you're looking at an April 15th, and your customers are upset with you because you missed your dates. You may have to deal with issues from your acquiring bank. So in order to avoid that, the best thing to do here is to work with your QSA to start the process earlier. You should be shooting to get things done 2 to 3 weeks earlier than you have in the past, and you should be good to go. Hopefully I answered all of your questions. If I didn't, reach out to me directly or through our website, and we'll get back to you with more information.